I'm Nelson, alcoholic and an addict. As usual, that's not my real name. I use a pseudonym here on LOL Sober. So yesterday was Mother's Day, and I had this thing I really wanted to share, but I gotta be real too. Let me start with the fairy tale version of how I wanted it to go, how I expected it to go. And you know how expectations usually play out. It usually means you're setting yourself up for some resentments. So the fairy tale version of what I wanted to share about was that, like, I try to think about the holidays, try to think a lot about how Christmas, Thanksgivings, birthdays, Mother's Day, back in the day when I was drinking, man, I was just totally useless when I was active. And there's some of the most heartbreaking days I can remember from my past. So I always go into Mother's Day with as much gratitude as I possibly can have, because I think back about how this is an opportunity. You know, these are opportunities for me to continue to make living amends by being there, by being engaged, by showing my appreciation for my mom and my wife. That sounds great, right? And yesterday was really good, according to the moms in my life. But I also had some rough patches, some really, really rough patches, because every single year, an hour into Mother's Day, I catch myself going, how long is it until Father's Day again? Because people need to be celebrating me soon. And I'm able to laugh a little bit and catch myself and course correct my thinking. But it happens every year. How about me? What about me? And it does not help that my kids are young and they just can't think beyond themselves. They're so impulsive. They want what they want when they want it. I, of course, have no idea where they would have learned any of that. I'm totally unfamiliar with that sort of mentality. But it can be hard to stay spiritually fit enough to be patient when that stuff pops up. Like, one of my kids yesterday had a really crappy attitude in the morning, and I just called her out on it. And I said, hey, it's Mother's Day. Can we dial down the snarkiness? Jeez. She, of course, yelled at me, stomped up to her room. And I gave her a half hour to cool down. I know enough now to do that. And then I went up and I knocked on the door. And I said, hey, we're going to do our Mother's Day gifts. We're going to give them to Mom now, okay? She didn't open the door. You know what the response from the other side of the door was? Good for you. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. What was that? So she said it a little bit louder through the door. You said you were giving Mom her gifts, and I said, good for you. Those are the moments that really test my sobriety. I wish I had gotten to a meeting on Saturday night, or 4 meetings on Saturday night, to get myself more spiritually fit than I was. And here's the thing. It's not that I'm going to drink. I used to have trouble with my kids, and I would reach right for the bottle to make it better. And I don't do that anymore. But without drugs and booze, you know, I have a hard time when that stuff pops up. And so that crutch is gone. It's been gone for a long time, and I need something else. So it has to be a spiritual thing. And so I meditated for 20 minutes, did some reading. I definitely drank way too much caffeine. I'm not going to pretend to be super proud of that, but it did help. It gave me a little energy when I was dragging. And so, you know, all of that stuff, I know just enough now how to get myself spiritually fit to have a nice day, and we did. We had a really nice day. And so it ended a little closer to the Hallmark Channel version that I described earlier, and it got close to that. So, and hey, it's only 41 days to Father's Day, but who's counting? Hey, I'm Nelson. Thanks for letting me share.